And Newsweek reports that as BP made and failed in its latest attempt to plug its gushing oil well, news photographers have complained that their efforts to document the slow-motion disaster in the Gulf are being thwarted by local and federal officials working with BP, who are blocking access to the sites where the effects of the spill are most visible. More than a month into the disaster, a host of anecdotal evidence is emerging from reporters, photographers, and TV crews, in which BP and Coast Guard officials explicitly target members of the media, restricting and denying them access to oil-covered beaches, staging areas for cleanup efforts, and even flyovers. A CBS TV crew was threatened with arrest when attempting to film an oil-covered beach. A Mother Jones reporter, after repeated attempts to gain access to cleanup operations on oil-soaked beaches, was removed by a local sheriff's deputy. The policeman said he was, quote, "just doing what they told me to do." The latest instance of denied press access comes from Belle Chase, Louisiana-based Southern Seaplane, which was scheduled to take a New Orleans Times-Picayune photographer for a flyover this past week, and says it was denied permission once BP officials learned that a member of the press would be on board. The company said in a letter to Louisiana Senator David Vitter, quote, "We are not at liberty to fly media, journalists, photographers, or scientists. We strongly feel that the reason for this massive temporary flight restriction is that BP wants to control their exposure to the press." The ability to document a disaster, particularly through its images, is key to focusing the nation's attention on it and the resulting cleanup efforts. Pictures are emerging from this spill, but much of the images are coming from BP and government sources.